Good evening, Your Highness.
And who are you supposed to be?
I apologize. My name is James.
Right.
I get the sense you're confused, but I assure you, I'm a guest at this party just like yourself.
Who invited you exactly?
Our host. I assume you were as well?
Well, of course I was. Someone of such a high standing like me is guaranteed an invitation to events like these.
I do not doubt that.
So, if Fasego invited you himself, what's your deal? You don't exactly fit in with this crowd.
I'm aware I stand out a little. As for my invitation, let's just say that I was owed a favor.
Charming.
So, are you enjoying the party?
Hardly. The staff are lackluster, the gossip is dry, and the wine quality is mediocre at best.
That is rather unfortunate.
Tell me about it.
Are the parties you host much better?
It's not even a competition. At least my parties have class. This whole thing is just bland in comparison.
A shame I could not attend those myself.
You'd have to earn an invitation. I only invite those of the upper class or those who are worth my time.
That's understandable. I'd want only the best company as well. You said the gossip was dry?
Unbelievably so. The most interesting thing I've heard so far was some boring rubbish about low profit margins in the lust ring.
That does seem mundane. What about that whole ordeal with Stolas?
What are you talking about?
Your separation. Has everything been cleared up?
How do you know about that?
A little bird told me. Is this not widely known information?
Only select few of the Osgoi should know. Someone like you shouldn't.
Calm yourself. I promise I have no intention of blackmailing you or causing any trouble. My goal is to simply understand.
Understand what? The if, how, and why about it all?
As a matter of fact, yes.
And what will you do with this information exactly?
Would it possibly be better if we talked privately? You wouldn't want to draw the wrong kind of attention to yourself, would you?
Fair enough.
Now that we have some privacy, why don't we—
No. First, how much do you know?
Only that you and Stella separated. As to why, I'm in the dark. But I will guess that you two were unhappy with each other.
Why should I tell you anything? And what can you give me in return?
I want to hear your side of the story. What your standing on the marriage was like, what led to your divorce, and how you were affected by it all.
So, what am I getting out of this?
Perhaps a chance to reflect?
You're joking.
What would you like then?
I want to know what you plan to do with this.
I suppose that is an equivalent exchange. After you tell me what I want to know, I'll have it stored in an archive for future research and references, to essentially build a collection of knowledge from multiple sources, and to piece together one cohesive story. But overall, I want to know how someone like you thinks.
So you're sticking your nose in places you shouldn't for the hell of it?
I suppose I am.
Fine. What do you want to know?
First, I want to know what you think of Stolas in general.
I can't fucking stand that prick!
And why is that?
It's multiple things. For starters, he is a disloyal, pathetic, and sorry excuse for a man. Being part of the Osgoisha should make you sophisticated and reinforce your ideals of maintaining tradition and respect. Stolas has none of that. He is a poor sap that'd rather spend his days moping around and crying about his feelings. That piss-poor excuse of a prince ruins the Osgoisha's name.
What do you think he could do to make you change your mind about him?
Are you serious? There's nothing he could ever do to regain what little respect or grace he had. He is the weakest and most insufferable person I've ever had the displeasure of knowing, let alone marrying. The only reason I stayed with him for so long was to appease my family. It was almost torturous being married to him.
I see. And why did you two separate?
That repulsive twat cheated on me with an imp! I already couldn't stand him, but that depravity was the final blow. Stolas was supposed to be one of the most respected figureheads in hell, upholding an image of power and status, displaying the highest honors one could ever have. And that slut sleeps with the lowest of all classes. Imps are our servants, our slaves. They are the equivalent of the dirt beneath my foot. And Stolas lowered himself beyond redemption by letting one of those things fuck him.
And you feel disrespected by being associated with someone like him.
Beyond words.
Why do you think he did such a thing?
I couldn't give two fucks on why. He made his choice to completely ruin his reputation and betray our marriage. Whatever happens to him is his own fault.
You said that being married to him was torture?
Yes!
Perhaps he felt the same as you.
If he did, that's still no excuse for what he did. If he slept with another of the Osgoisha, I would have been upset. But not to this magnitude. By lowering himself to that level, he basically announced to my face that he'd rather fuck the lowest class than me. He indirectly compared me to the scum of hell. Imps don't have feelings or anything that makes them even come close to being like us. Their entire purpose is so insignificant that we
With all due respect, Your Highness, I must interject here. I want you to think about Stolas' intention behind this disloyalty.
What is there to think about?
Do you believe there is a chance he did so unintentionally?
That's completely absurd.
Alright. And what does your future look like?
What?
With Stolas, I mean. Is there any possibility of you two talking again? Will you go your separate ways? Etc.
No matter what happens, I want to see Stolas pay for what he did.
Cheating on you? Or is it for everything you named earlier?
I suppose both.
Maybe him cheating on you was the final straw in a series of things.
That's a good way of putting it.
When you said you wanted to see him pay, in what way did you mean?
In a way which would ensure he couldn't taint the Osgoisha name again.
Not too long ago, word spread around that Stolas was attacked by an imp assassin. He was rushed to a hospital and survived, but I imagine the whole experience shook him to the bone. That was you, wasn't it? You sent the assassin.
And this is the part where you'll tell me that I'm going too far, isn't it? That I'm the evil queen and the real villain here.
There's no such thing as a villain when you're a neutral power, Your Highness. You and Stolas are free to wage war or make peace. I will be indifferent to it all the same. As for Stolas cheating on you, that act itself was a catalyst which led to a downward spiral of other events and developments. Stolas has been struggling with the hole he's dug himself into. All you need to know is that he likely won't get out painlessly. Whatever is coming, it'll hit him hard. Whether it's by your hand or another's, it'll be a requiem of consequences. And I'll be watching the whole time.
You really are something else, James. Any more questions?
No, that'll be all.
Then we're done here.
I suppose we are. Quite a view, isn't it? I should be going.
Wait,
Yes?
who's this little bird that told you about mine and Stolas' divorce?
It's like you said, Your Highness. We're done here.
Fair play.
Should I expect an invitation to a party of yours?
Expects anything.
Then I bid you farewell.